Alright folks, I don't know if we got any of that on video. If you're hearing me say this right now, then that means we did, and I posted the video and stuff. Hold on. Alright folks, this was going to be an FPV flight onboard video, but my some component in my FPV system has worn out, so I'll have to find out what it is that's worn out. It's not a beautiful airplane. Now, again, if some of this is on video and it's worth watching, even just for a couple minutes, just to see the beauty of this plane flying around with the lights and stuff, well then I'll post it. But I'll tell you, the important thing is, this was the first test flight with my Maule after having tweaked the landing gear. Right now, pilot Adam at Maule Aviator, he's very kind, and he knows I'm an intermediate pilot, and he knows, like some of my other friends in the community, that I was having a lot of trouble with nose over landings. A lot of trouble, especially since I got two 11.1 volt 2200 batteries in my battery compartment up front. Makes it real nose heavy. The grass is really long, etc. So what he suggested was this. He suggested that I need to narrow the landing gear struts for two reasons, actually. The first one is that it's more scale, and he's right. I looked at photographs, and let me move right here. I looked at photographs, and he's right. When you get this model, the landing gear and the wheels are splayed out a lot, which lowers the nose quite a bit, and that's not good for bush flying when you're landing in thick grass like this. When you're trying to land in thick grass like this, you need as much nose up as possible to try to help prevent you from nosing over. Now, in addition to this grass being thick and wet, it's full of potholes. And it's also got tufts, if you will, of grass. So on rollout, even if you fly perfectly and land perfectly, if you hit one of those potholes, you may nose over anyway. But if you're really on your game here, you can throttle pulse your way to a stop, so that if you do encounter any potholes, you'll be pulsing through them. So anyway, this is the first test of the landing gear since I narrowed the gear. Yep, since I narrowed the stance of the gear, I also what else did I do? And I made it so that it will stay that way. I made it so it will stay that way. Before, the landing gear splayed out really easily. Now it's really solid. Look at it. Let me drop it and you can look. See that? See that? There's certainly some shock absorption, but it's not splaying out. It's not splaying out. So that's fantastic. So I took off on the grass here, which was fantastic. She flew fantastic, and I'm doing rudder first turns now because, as I said in the previous video about my Hobby Zone Carbon Cub S2, I started off flying yank and bank on the right stick with some rudder mixing. Then when I switched over to 4-channel flying, I didn't use rudder mixing because I didn't want to do that anymore, but I was still beginning my turns with aileron and then blending in rudder. Well, that's because my planes, this one and the Carbon Cub, were not set up optimally. Now that they're set up optimally, the way they should be, in my opinion, now you do want to do rudder first because it's extremely effective. So that's what I did this morning. I practiced my rudder first turns, blending with aileron. If I want to go flat turn, I blend with opposite aileron. If I want to go same direction, I go same direction aileron. If I want the bank to be steeper, I go more aileron. So there you go. But the best part is, folks, the landing was fantastic. Probably not on camera, but the landing was fantastic. I brought her in. I started my final approach early, which meant I was able to start my short final early. When I began, a couple hundred, maybe 150 yards away from where I was going to land, I brought my throttle down to a feathering situation, and then I went ahead and nosed down to get her close to the ground pretty quickly, and then I started hitting a little up elevator off and on to slow her, because that's how you slow the plane, is with the elevator, not the throttle. And I left the throttle where it was, feathering, and then I had her in a 3-point attitude when I touched the ground, and as soon as I touched the ground, I went full up elevator and throttle pulsing until the airplane came to a complete stop, and it was a beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful landing. So thanks, Adam, very, very much for your advice and suggestions on the Carbon Cub S2, and I posted that video yesterday, and anybody can see she's flying like a dream now because of the way she's set up now. And this thing too. Oh boy! The new setup works, folks. Oh, it works. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Oh, beautiful flight on a beautiful day here in Bend, Oregon. Pre-sunrise. We got soccer, lacrosse goals. Are we getting any focus? We got I don't know if you can see them in the shadows, but we got these lacrosse goals everywhere. Oh my gosh. But we got this one spot here where I'm at now. See, this one spot here. Let's see. All this is pretty wide open. So, all right, folks. She got a beautiful stock of lights. She got a red one. Oh, she got a red one there. And she got her landing lights. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you the light that I added. She got her landing lights. And she got her starboard side green nav light. But I added a tail marker light. It should be red, but that's okay. This came on my late deceased RV7. This light did. So I thought, why don't I put it to good use and put it on the Maule, which does not have a tail light at all. It has a molded foam fake tail light. Yep. There, now you can see it pretty good. Hi, folks. I'm going to shut my face hole. And, gosh, that was a good flight. I hope you got some of it on video. Anyway, thanks again, Adam, for your advice on turning my out-of-the-box city slicker planes into real bush planes with real bush landing performance. Uncle Mark. Pilot Mark. Very happy this morning. Wishing the best to all the community. Seriously, have a great day. Signing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.